Going for Country Friday today. All right, great day. I should go get my cowboy hat. I have a green one. So let's look at, well, I just wanted to really highlight this. So let's zoom in. I want to zoom in on this. Do you see this? Dollars to silver ratio now, 122.21 per ounce. And yet, we have the silver futures is saying 42, right? So if this is saying 42, but this over here is saying it's 1221 per ounce, why is it showing $42 an ounce over here? Why is it showing just $42? Is there some major manipulation going on? One of the two is lying, right? One of the two. The paper to silver ratio, there's 361 times the paper, meaning the future contract, to the actual silver. So this price seems like it's 100% manipulated to me, and is way, way off. All right, enough of that. Let's also check out The Economist today. What do we have? What do we have? All right, this looks like a whole bunch of servers, right, that are burning, feeding these servers. So it looks like maybe they're putting all their, ooh, those are US dollars, yeah? US dollars are getting put into the digital space. They're going all in on crypto. They're burning the US dollar, putting it all into crypto. That's what I'm reading on this. And it's a red cover. So are they the cautionary cover? When did we last have a red cover? Yellows. This one, June 7th. Let's go back to the SPY. That's the closest to red, was a pop in the bubble. June 7th, did we have a downward turn? Yeah, we had a pullback right there that week. Oops, wrong one. Let's go here. Any other reds? Oh my goodness, April 19th. How about April 19th? April 19th, we advanced. What I want to know is, where is this? February 14th. Let's check out February 14th. What was going on then? February 14th, March 1st, red. Red, February 8th. Red cover the 8th. Continuation on March 1st. The 8th, okay, it was a week later, 10 days later, boom. March 1st, they put it out. It was 3 weeks later, boom. Circle, you want to look at Circle? You got it, Terry. All right, so just checking it out, looking at that cover, looks like they're going to burn the dollar, literally burn these pallets of US dollars, right here, US dollars, being burned into the server crypto space. Got it. They're burning money. Okay, thanks for the burning money cover. All right, so for now, this thought of them creating a rounded top, no longer valid. Definitely not valid. We have penetrated that ceiling point, and now maybe they're going to have a melt up. I don't know, I had 657 in my head, 667 in my head. So We shall see. Yeah, of course they want a cashless society. Then it can be like in Canada where they can turn everything off, right? They can turn everything off. I've got these up. Why do I have... Does anybody know why I've got the Dogecoin up today? Guarantee you Doge is moving up today. Guarantee you. Anybody know why? Very nice, Julie. Congrats, congrats. All right, let's do our quick UVXY point of control. Ooh, they moved it on down, 1193. You guys are with me. You're seeing the moves happen. That does not mean that they're shorting the market just because they move it. VXX, they moved it to 3608, up a little bit. All right, we're at 3362. Let's go UVIX. So I use these as ways to see what they're doing with the big money, if they are positioned to really sell off the market or continue to take it higher. Many times you will see that the big money will make a move and position a large amount. We had August 1st, there were very large amounts that happened. And so, hey, August 1st, it was an indication of moving to the upside, 399. Because we have not gone below above the inverse indicators, meaning the market has not fully, they've not created the massive drop that they were looking for. 1872, we're at 1671. I'm hot now. Annoying Norton. Stop it. 1671. SRTY. $12.91. Interesting. And $12.35. All right, there we go. Let's go to our fear and greed overall. It's at a 954. Do the math. Numerology. Check out numerology. It rocks. Right? Okay. Economic calendar today. They lied about CPI numbers. Right, Terry? And today we've got consumer sentiment. 58% saying it's good. I'm guessing they're probably going to drop that down. And that's going to be interesting at 10 a.m. Let's get into the limits for today. Let me post that out. 657, 63, 63, 584.08, 240.80, and 461.92. I simply do it so that I can have that set up should something wild and crazy happen. They did have an assassination, and the market seemed to like it. They rocked it to the upside. So what is that telling you? It's a pretty sick market, yeah? All right, let's come over here. Copy that. Paste that, and then sorry guys, just copying and pasting, sharing with everybody. There we go. All right, all right. So why do I also think that DOJE is going to be big today? DOJE ETF. Dogecoin ETF. How to buy and keep risks and watch out for it, right? This is the first ETF expected to come out now on the 18th. All right. So this is the first ETF that is due to come out on the 18th. So this is going to create a lot of buying for DOJE. Now, what they're saying is this is the first crypto fund that has been set up on a meme coin, right? But if we look what's going on, if you want to be in it, like with Robinhood, big buying is going to come in because it's going to be traded on the stock market now. All right, let me put this list over here. You guys want Circle, Open, and Annette. Okay. Let's look at NVIDIA as always. Let's bring it back over here. Check out our biggies, NVIDIA and Tesla. NVIDIA is setting lower highs right now. Still up on the day, but setting lower highs. For the moment, 23.3 billion. Daily point of control is at 170.77. The short-term POC is below us. Long-term is still up above us. Tesla, short squeezy. Is this going to retrace today? They have moved. Negative. Have they moved it? Where's my line? Here's my line. July. Where's the earnings? Where's the earnings volume? Here we go. Earnings volume is right over here, 333.71 for Tessie. $2.71. You want Oracle? Let's hold on. Let me open up my It's got to be a pretty sick stock market world when somebody gets assassinated and the market moves up. Not gonna lie. That means that they're happy about it. They're like, yeah, we're in control. Look at us. Also, one gold stock that I did enter this past week that I see likely going mainstream is going to be BTG. Why do I think this is going to go mainstream? Let's look at the chart. This, when it is above $5, can then be held on in hedge funds, can be held in major accounts for brokerages, in retirement accounts. And look at all of this crazy volume right here, right? If we go and we say, hey, you guys can visually see the crazy volume came in probably since this earnings. And that right now is hanging out at 367. So big money started positioning, and now this is taking it up, right? So we are looking to probably test the 470 area. If we put it back on a weekly chart, right, we can see that we have tested and we're looking 450-ish, 470, 503 is a level to watch, above 5. Let's also check this out just for the shorts. So this is a gold stock, 37%. They had a lot of shorts back here, and now it's mostly buying. When it's below 30, you can see that it's mostly buying. So it's something that we still have CDE, that is another gold stock that people are shorting with the move of gold moving up. However, this is a lower price stock. In the past week alone, it has seen a 10% move, right? Or 2 weeks, I should say. We've seen a 10% move in this. So in my opinion, this is a long-term holding. I do have bought it more than 3 days ago. So I want to be cautious about mentioning things. I did put it out on Twitter when I purchased. All right. Let's block that. Let's come on over. BBAI WLDS. WLDS. Let's go to the 24-hour chart. 964,000 shares, right? This has already had a pretty wild ride. So I will put this on. It looks like it's going to have a bit more wildness to it. 964K. I'm willing to put one on every so often that is a lower float for you guys to see. 722, we are above that for now. Let's just throw on some horizontal lines over here and one over here. Boom, boom. All right, so we'll check it out later. Do not go by those levels right now. WBD. Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers. Their earnings was way back here, 1185. Not sure what happened, but it's moving to the upside. Big money levels at 1185. Big move to the upside today. SMCI. You know what? MSTR, babes. MSTR. We are sideways. SMCI. Oh, yeah. This one is up above. Super microcomputers. $45.20 above the 46.84 level could be amazing. Potential mover. All right, let's go to our shorts over here. Check out some open action. $635 million today. Point of control has not moved yet. Whoops, not million there. All right. Restoration Hardware. Not looking that amazing. RCAT, RH. Yeah, RH on earnings. Oh, look at that. Wasn't that fortuitous? Restoration Hardware. I remember when it used to be Restoration Hardware instead of RH. Do you guys remember that? 207. So this is a lower float stock, which gives it these crazy runs. And so 257 down to 210, 40 or 20% in what, 5 days to the downside? Yeah, it could rebound. Or it could just continue to the downside. We shall see. Let's see what else is pulling back bigly. Let's see what rent is all about here. Rent earnings as well. I'm guessing this is Rent the Runway. Aha, aha. This is a clothing rental company. Another low float. Daily point of control from earnings. It's down here at 580. All right. A mat, you wanted to see a net, but a mat is also lower, but there's not a lot of volume there. RCAT, what the heck is RCAT? Ooh, this looks like it might want to pull back today. Earnings, it seems like their positioning is pretty level right there, 894. So we are above 82 million. Let's check out the Oracle. Yeah, let's put Oracle on here instead of RCAT. 1.66. 338.15. They're selling it off, baby. Selling it off. Let's check out Circle to see. You guys are asking for that. That's to the upside. That's a nice downward trend breakout. Like it, Terry. Like it, like it. All right, and let's check out Annette. Let's check this out as well. Pulling back. Let's check out our volume so far. 82,000. Okay. 1.04 billion. Point of control is at 136.14. All right, so these are discounted back down, but bearish engulfing. Looks like they still maybe want to take it up, but it could pull back a bit as well. All right, so let's get into it. Let me tweet out what we are talking about. Up next is going to be the crypto segment. If you guys like what you see, please share it out. We'll help more people that way. And if you have a stock or a crypto that you would like to check out, put it in the chat. We will definitely check it out. For now, let me tweet out what we have going on, what we're covering. All right, NVIDIA, Tesla, ooh la la. We already covered DOJE, NVIDIA, Tesla, WLDS, Warner Brothers, SMCI, Open, RH, Rent, Oracle, Annette. We're good. Tesla also looks like the market makers may try to keep it flatlining today for a long, possible before the relentless tsunami short squeeze. Yeah, we can check it out. Check it out. Check it out. And we're also going to go over some cryptos. I think it's really sad that the market continued up when someone got assassinated. Like, the more you think about it, it's just sickening to me. All right, that's the world we live in. So let's get into this. Jane, what do you do? Why should I care? Well, I've been here for 25 years in the stock market world, and the biggest money in the market, the biggest money in the room, the biggest wallet ends up controlling the market, right? So if you figure out where that big money position is, like with Bitcoin right now, it's at 117,983.90. They have not moved it down. According to my methodology of every quarter, checking out where they are. If we were to go to monthly, you're going to see it's going to obviously move. You know what would be amazing? I need to figure out a script. Got it. Okay. I have a script in my head. I'm going to write a Pine script. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Very nice. All right. And so where that big money is where you're going to be able to see, hey, this is where, if it's below, all right, they were selling. If it's above, they're buying. Cool. All right. I need to write this down. All right. Cool. I think I just came up with an indicator. I'm excited. All right, so I got distracted by my excitement. So on the swing trading, I check out the daily POC for intraday trading. I'm looking on today's trading day for crypto, forex, commodities, and futures. That starts last night. So for Bitcoin right now, that is at 114,936.01. This is pretty heavy metal, huh? I think I'm going to have to be a little less heavy and more country folk today, because that one is just too heavy for me. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum, big money level on the dailies at 428.98. That has not changed. For the intraday, we are looking at 45.19, 45.19 and 31 cents. XRP, They did not move that. We are above right now, and the intraday level is at 3.0534. XLM still up here, 0.462891. That has not moved. For intraday, it's 0.392031. 0.392031. All right, let's go to Doge. Doge has the Doge ETF coming out. That's where all this crazy buying is happening. And so that daily point of control is below us. And makes sense, right? We also had it happen on Solana, controlled buying, 0.26004 with the SOLZ ETF. So if you wanted to trade SOLZ, that's going to mirror what's going on with Solana. So the intraday 203.67, and this is 238.12. There we go. All right, let's create the trade setups now. All right, so for Bitcoin over here, let's pull this back just a little bit. I want more of the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart. All right, so for Bitcoin, let's bring it down here. 350, 115, 115, 3, qu'est-ce que je fais? 115, 350. I know, Julie, when I speak French, you think it's funny. Julie is French first. So when she hears me with my American French, I'm sure it's humorous. It's okay, it's all good. All right, below 114,800 or above 115,350. All right, let's go to Ethereum for today. Ethereum trade potential. We can see that they are just pouring the money into those AI servers. So they're trying to go AI. 45.50 is where we're going to go on this one. 45.50 or below 4,500. All right. XRP. Big money is up here. Let's put it up at 307. What's this one? 56. 3076. 3.076. All right. Or below over here, 303. All right, let's go to XLM. XLM, they were talking about tokenizing stocks, which if you actually go to the Stellar network, you can see that they talk about tokenizing stocks there. So if there was one, which I do hold, of I've held this since I saw that back in 21, was XLM going to be tokenized for tokenized stocks. So I have actually crazy amount of tokenized stocks already on the XLM network, like 800. Let's put it right there, 3098. There we go. So what the heck is that typing? 0.3918 and 0.40401. There we go. Let's go to Doge. Doge ETF driving the volume buying here on the ETF, on the crypto. They are trying to position 0.26, let's 25. I don't really want, I just want instrumental. How about that? All right. .25850, 0.25850, and 0.26250. All right, buying on Doge and buying on Solana. XRP has flipped, buying. There's the XXRP ETF over there as well. All right, what is this? That is a 0.241 up here. And 0.235. Sorry, not 0.235. 235. 236, excuse me, 236. 236 and 241. No points in there. All right, there we go. There's our crypto for today. Oop, what am I hit the wrong button. Totally hit the wrong button. There we go. Boom. All right, let's tweet that out. There we go. All right. Someone was asking, why are you sharing the halt trading limits today? I said, because it's part of my daily routine. All right. Here we go on NVIDIA. We are a little bit extended away from the 4 exponential. We have 2 big selling wick days. So looking to see, are we going to drop down from here or move to the upside? We will see what the overall sentiment is of the market. Still eludes me as to high CPI numbers, and they move the market up. Does that make any logical sense? No. It is 100% manipulation. If you're not aware of the market being manipulated, it is. Assassination, market moves up. CPI numbers move up, and yeah, it's good for the economy. Let's make it move up. No, not good. That means people are going to have less money. I don't know how it is in the States. Are you guys seeing all of the for sale signs? There is a crazy amount for sale right now in Canada. Crazy. If you guys were looking to potentially invest in real estate, Canadian is going to be 40% less expensive. Why? Because your dollar goes 40% more up here. And the market is flooded with homes right now. Flooded. Interest rates are dropping and people can't buy. But the thing is, in Canada, the reason why there's so many is because interest rates really skyrocketed. They skyrocketed during COVID or just after. People, it's not like the States for mortgages. Mortgages in the States, you can lock in a rate for 30 years. Up here, you can only lock it for 5, max. Because the banks are smarter in the sense that they want to know what they're going to be making for the next 5 years. And so they lock it in for 5 years. So we are having the interest rate bubble of massive selling. So you might want to say that, you know, as long as, okay, so Tesla levels 369, potential retracement back down to 361 could be a nice little retrace before it continues to move to the upside, or it could be short squeezy. Wilds, WLDS, wearable devices. Big money for the intraday is down at 891. I would put it above 1020 here, or below 820. It is low float, so could be wild, so be extra cautious. There's not any options on it because it is less than 8 million in shares. So with Canadian real estate, because the interest rates popped so much, the salaries did not increase to the same tune. Great day, Salt of Life. The salaries did not increase to the same rate. And so what's happening is people can't afford the payments. They can't afford the new mortgage. And so they're having to sell. Like, oh, snap. I can't afford this. I need to sell. And so it is flooding the market right now. It is September, which is the slow time of the season. And these people are feeling the pinch. All right, 1680 for WB. I didn't put WLDS on there, did I? 1680 and 18. I was too busy chatting away. Wilds. Happy Friday, Salt of Life. 820 and 1020. Extra careful. Could be a wild and crazy one with 96%, but it was 56% short of the volume yesterday. So this might have a bit of a squeeze. Big money on the big picture is at 722. Let's look at SMCI. So right now the cycle is bearish for real estate in Canada. I imagine we will start to see some defaults and foreclosures coming. At least I'm talking about the Montreal market, because people are having a harder time qualifying, which is good for the renters that want to buy, first time buying, but not so much homeowners that are underwater, basically, that bought high prices, higher interest or lower interest rates. Now the interest rates are higher and they can't afford it. Open. The wild and crazy one. We still see that the big money is below. So for open, we are pulling back 30 cents so far today. Let's put it at 10.50 right here. Big money is at 10.38. You could see a little trade from 10.12. That's 20 cents. Let's do 9.92. That would give you a trade to the downside of 30 cents down to 9.62. Might only go down to 9 before a bounce, if it does bounce. So those are my thoughts, 10.50 and 9.92. Let's go to RH, Restoration Hardware. All right, Restoration Hardware had earnings. The earnings level is at 207, and that's where the big money is for today as well. They had it all the way down here at 198.68. Then they brought it up. Looks like 205.50 is going to be where we want to have that support or breakout above 214 over here. $205.50 and 214. All right, let's go to rent. Rent the Runway, also on earnings. Oh, these two are earnings. I forgot to put that on. If you guys see me make a mistake, please let me know. I'm human. I am imperfect. I will admit it. All right. Big money is at 580 from earnings for today intraday. It's just at 608. So we could put it here at 6. You're going to have a little 20 cent per potential trade to the downside, or up above 660 for a potential long trade. We could do 650. We're almost there. 660 is going to give you 23 cents right there. 6 and 660. Ah, thanks RVT. Appreciate you guys showing up too. I do it to help people, and when you guys chat, that gives me joy in the mornings. It feels like a nice community where we're all helping each other. Imagine the world where we all help each other have a better life. Like, it's all about how are you taught in life. You were taught probably to just be self-sufficient, worry about yourself, not care about others. And that's a cold, harsh life. If we all help each other, how much better is the world? Instead of everybody against each other, right? Oracle 304 and 306. Big money has sold up here. Maybe it's only going to come down to 301. So thank you for saying thank you, RVT. I appreciate it. I will take it in. You didn't even say thank you, but you mentioned the word love. Love is powerful. And if everybody had more love and shared more love, wow, we would all feel so amazing every day. So amazing. All right, 149 and 155. That's pretty easy, yeah? I could put it smaller, but here's the thing with Annette. You're gonna have these little gaps. I mean, they're not that little. You've got 50 cents there. You've got 50 cents there. Okay, maybe we can pull it down here. It's just that it's a little bit of headachy stuff here. 150, 250, because you're gonna get stuck there. 153, 24. Okay, so 150, 250. All right, there we go for Annette. 149 and 152.50 for potential levels. Big money is below, so this could just be a retracement, bringing it back to the 4, and boom, moving it to the upside. Now, if you are on a daily candle, you might not see the same thing that I have because I am on a 24-hour chart, right? If you're on a daily chart, you probably don't even have a candle yet. Why? Because it's starting from 9:30. All right, so the Dow over here, let's see what we've got going on. Big money is still down below. No crazy moves or shifts. We did see this one that moved to 448.56, 448.63. They moved it back down to 444.56. All right, on our intraday over here, 461.40 and 460.80. for potential trades. All right, let's go to the Russell. All right, this rounded top is negated right now. They are in squeezy mode. Squeezy, yeah, I don't like all the words. I like them more instrumental. Let's go here. Put it on the next one. Instrumental. Thank you. All right. I'd like to say 240.20. 240.40. 240.40. And so we were looking at Nashville to maybe move. And what's really funny is there is a 40 in Montreal and there is a 40 in Nashville. What are the odds of that as the main highway that goes east-west? Pretty coincidental, right? 239.20 and 240.40. The 40 made me think of that. All right, here we go. Let's get rid of this over here. All right, the Qs, they did move it up to, ooh, now it's 580.01. 580.01. Whoop. All right, so let's go 585.50. That'll give you 37 cents to the upside or below 584.38 here. invite you to really think about your thoughts today. Try to catch yourself when you have a negative thought and rephrase it in your brain so that you can change your days to be more positive. 6:57 and 6:58:06, right? All of our days, the filter on our lives, begin first in our brain. So be aware of what you have going on in your brain. Be witness to what you are thinking, because that is going to start to change your days for the better. Thoughts become things, Aries, that's right. So be aware of what you've got going on in your mind, how you perceive your day, what you talk about. Does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel worse? If it makes you feel worse, maybe look at why you're talking about it. That's it. All right. Have an amazing trading day. Carpe profit. Lock some amazing trades today. If you mess up more than 3 times, walk away. It's not your day. There's 252 days in the market, 200 days that are while there's 50 amazing. If it's not your day, step away. Have a great one. I will see you all on Monday, 8:15. Until then, Carpe Profit, seize those profits one trade at a time, and don't just have a good day.